Hey, what's going on? It is me, Daryl the Derelict, and hey, Average, what's up, dude? I just started. Uh, I am just Peachy King today, and I hope all you are doing okay. Just wanted to get on here and talk about some stuff that's come up. First off, though, we start with a drink. Oh, that's so tasty, so good. Hey, Eddie, what's up, man? Do I sound okay? I had to change microphones again. I don't know how I sound or anything because my audio is like completely jacked. So I cannot hear myself at all. So anyway, we will. I don't want to do that. I want to close that. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. So anyway, got some stuff to talk about. Other channels have talked about it already. Um, I guess we'll get right into it. Whoops. Wrong button, you boomer. Uh, no, that's what I meant to do. Poor Harrison. He is not having a good day. But he injured himself. Let's see. Let's scroll down. Hurt himself rehearsing a fight scene for Indiana Jones 5. It wasn't immediately known, but it involves his shoulder. The director will continue to shoot around him while the appropriate course of treatment is evaluated. So basically, he's out for an unknown period of time. And, well, we'll see. I mean, here lately, he seems to be getting hurt on everything he's in. I mean, in Force Awakens, the door closed on his leg and broke it. And I'm still real curious as to what the story was before that happened. Because rumor was J.J. Abrams rewrote the script because he hurt himself. So I'm real curious what that original script was. Oh, 6 weeks he'll be out. Damn. Well, he's no spring chicken. Not many of us are anymore. but uh, but yeah, I mean, everybody's like, well, he's 78 and blah blah blah, and the thing about it is, him rehearsing for a fight scene at 78 years old is a testament to how far he will go for this role, how far he will go for Indiana Jones, and that to me says that he loves Indiana Jones, which I profoundly believe that. Because of the fact he wanted to do another one at this age. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's hanging in there. He's going to be all right. He's just older and probably didn't stretch as us old folks like to do. If you don't stretch before you do stuff when you're old, you're going to hurt and you're going to pull something. I mean, I do that every morning getting out of bed. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that and go back to that. So I can do this. Oh, wow. Okay. uh, wow. Okay, this is really, really bad. They changed this. They changed the picture. So this was the next thing. Was this. Snow White is not Snow White in the live action remake, but however, they replaced the color photo of this lady with a black and white picture so she looks whiter. How effed up is that? To where you got to use a black and white photo to make people accept what you're trying to do. This is the Deadline article. She's upcoming breakout roles: Maria and Steven Spielberg's new retelling of West Side Story. Doesn't come out till December, and she's set to star in Snow White in the live action adaptation. Basically, I mean, you know, she might be a good singer. They say she's got extraordinary vocal abilities, and that's fine. But at the same time, Snow White's parents asked for a child with skin as white as snow. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Let me do a quick googly bear search, and we will see if we can find the color photo. Oh, wow. This is funny. Almost every picture I've come across. Wow. Well, the picture that I saw in a story earlier, I'm trying to find the picture because it showed her completely not white. Oh my God, where? Jesus Christ, this is crazy. That's as close as I can find, and I will share that right now. But in the picture I saw earlier, she was a few shades darker with cornrows. So I don't know if that was for the West Side Story thing or what. Still, the fact remains that she ain't white as snow. I mean, I figured they'd get some Irish chick or something to do it because, hey, we're pasty. We're a pasty people. So, anyway, basically, and here's the picture again that they reposted. Really? Really? Okay. And that one's done. Oh, my gosh. This is a crazy day. Or actually, it's just crazy time. And this is why I drink. Because people don't do things logically anymore. They don't want to hear logic. They don't want to hear reason. They want to do things their way, and it's their way or the highway. So, that's a good one, Eddie. That's a good one. You're spot on, man. Absolutely. So, yeah, they don't want anything contradicting what they're telling, or you're an istphobe, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Who cares? Nobody. It's like what I've been wanting to do for a long time now would require every fan of every genre coming together. Everybody who's tired of that crap, of them remaking and retelling stuff. It's like, You don't need to screw up what's already there. Come up with something else. Come up with your own story. Quit destroying the classics. And it's killing me and a lot of other people. But I was thinking about it earlier today. If somehow, like Palpatine returned somehow, like somehow, if I could get every fan tired of this crap to come together and pitch in $10, we could open our own studio to make our own movies the way we want, which would be right and just. And if we screwed it up, we'd only have ourselves to blame. There's no one else to point the finger at. And I'm making a call out right now to every fan. If you see this video, I thank you for one, for watching it this far. And two, let's join up. Let's join forces. I'm making a call out to every fan of every genre who's tired of the Hollywood crap and wants to do something about it. Let's get together. We can all go in together and create fan film studios. Easy peasy. And it's really not going to be hard. I've already been looking into some stuff. It's going to take a lot of capital to do it. But if we all pool our resources and come together and do this, who needs Hollywood? We don't. I know I don't. I barely watch anything. Aside from The Bad Batch, which I'm up until last week, I was just watching just to watch it so I could, if anything interesting popped up, I could talk about it. Other than that, and The Mandalorian, I don't watch anything new. I got DVDs of everything I love. And, well, I can't reach it right now, but I've got some DVDs next to me. They're behind Yoda here. Yeah, look at the fan-made videos. They are way better than anything Hollywood's putting out. Anything. Bucketheads. Amazing work. I watched one earlier today that was called The Last Skywalker by Hero Productions or Hero Fan Productions. I can't remember what. I'll look it up. And that was like showed the end of how the Rise of Skywalker should have ended, with all of the Force ghosts of all of the Jedi from the past coming together behind Rey, going against Palpatine. Watching that gave me chills. It was just so powerful because everybody that had been was coming together to get rid of the big evil. Get what I'm saying? Come together, get rid of the big evil. We're Gucci. We're good to go. Which brings me to my next piece of cinema. Excuse me. Yeah. What's going to be cinematic tragedy is this. Why Star Wars series The Acolyte hired writer who's never seen any Star Wars movie? I want to cuss so bad. So bad. You know that scene from the movie Clue where Madeline Kahn is just, she can't express how angry she is, so she's like rage, and just starts kind of going off like that? That's how I feel right now. Because This is utter shite. Complete. How can you write about something you have no knowledge of? You can't. All you can do is spin a tale and hope, throw it at the wall and hope it sticks. But this ain't cooking pasta. This is Star Wars. This is beloved. This is historical. This means more to most people than just movies, than just a story. For a lot of people, this universe, this galaxy far, far away, has pulled them through some tremendously adversarial times. Has pulled people back from the brink of suicide. Has helped them with the death of a loved one. Has helped them cope with the loss of a spouse or a child. This story is impactful. It means something. It carries weight. So much weight. It's I can't believe I expressed it in words that much, because I honestly can't express how it makes me feel. I mean, it's an escape, yeah, but it's more than that. It's a place to go to be with family, to be with friends, and to kick the Empire's butt. And that brings me to another point, but I'll make that later. So anyway, back to the Joe of the day. Oh, showrunner Leslie Headland made it a priority to mix the writer's room with Star Wars know-it-alls and franchise newbies. Which, I can understand you wanting a mix, but Leslie Headland is best known for directing raunchy comedies as Bachelorette and Sleeping with Other People. That's classy. And for co-writing Netflix's Russian Doll. Wonder what that's about. Which makes her an invigorating and unconventional on-paper choice to serve as a showrunner of a Star Wars television series. On-paper choice. Which means this chick looks good on paper. I highly doubt she'll work. Anything that looks good on paper for anybody who has ever dealt with that. Oh, it looks good on paper. Yeah, it never works. Ever. It always turns up a heap of garbage. Laying all jacked up in the curb going, Let's continue. Headland is behind Star Wars The Acolyte, which Disney confirmed last December as part of its Star Wars streaming series expansion. Not much is known about the series other than being set during the final days of the High Republic, an era which predates George Lucas's original Star Wars. Such an exciting time. With the setting not so beholden to the Skywalker saga, Headland can take more risks with her writer's room. Okay. Let's pause a moment. With the setting not so beholden to the Skywalker saga. Understandable. The galaxy is big. Huge. Billions of stars. Millions of planets. We only see a fraction of those. Plenty of room for stories. But you gotta know the lore. You have to respect what's come before, regardless if it's in the same time frame or not. If you do not respect the past, your future will crumble. Just like history. If you do not learn from history, you are doomed to repeat it. If you do not respect the past, your future will crumble. Let's continue. Mostly what I looked for were people that I felt could execute a great script. Number one, Headland recently told AV Club about finding writers for her Star Wars series. And then in the job interview, just really talking to people who had a different life experiences than I did and had different connections to Star Wars than I did. That is smart. In other words, in order to in order to be a proper leader, one has to look at the larger picture, not just the dogmatic narrow view of the Jedi, which is true. That is true. If you want to be a more well-rounded person, you talk to people and sometimes even, hang out with people that have different views than you, have different political opinions, but at the same time still have the frame of mind to be respectful about it. Be like, hey, you got your stuff, I've got mine. I'm cool with that. We can still be friends. We don't have to hate each other because we think differently. There are people in my life that think differently than I do, but I don't hate them for it. I respect that, actually. Excuse me. And sometimes it's a good thing to hear a different perspective because it can open your eyes to what you can't see. Sometimes you need that different viewpoint, that different life experience to move forward. And you can't do that if you surround yourself with everybody who thinks exactly like you do. An echo chamber of sorts. You can't grow. The only way we grow with people is being diverse, being different. Because if you can't grow, then what's the point of even being here? You're just sucking oxygen, being a wasted potato. And I agree, Eddie. Yep. If you can both think that way, you can hang out. And sadly, it doesn't work that way. Though I find it more and more commonplace nowadays. With all this crap going on Twitter, all this stuff going on in Hollywood and stuff, it's bringing people together who wouldn't normally come together. And that's what I'm liking about this. Because it's bringing together the people who can bring about change. And if we want change, what do? We got to get off our asses and do it. Do it. I can't do Palpatine right now. My allergies are sucking. But, getting somebody to help you write something with different opinions and different viewpoints and a different Star Wars experience, and that's a good thing because that can, like I said, open your eyes to different avenues. So, yeah. And right here, the first line, she didn't want a Star Wars writer's room full of Star Wars die-hard fans. It's important to mix the writers with different connection to the franchise. There were people like myself. I got to read this screen over here because the text is bigger and my eyes suck. There were people like myself that were, like later in life, Dave Filoni acolytes. I literally had one writer that was like, I've never seen any of them. I've never seen any Star Wars media. I need a moment. I understand people living under a rock and not knowing things about certain genres of film. And, yeah. But Star Wars is worldly. You go to any country on this planet and you say Darth Vader, somebody, one person will know what you're talking about. In every country, Star Wars is known. So to not ever seen anything, any Star Wars media, that means not even a commercial on TV for Star Wars. And she's texted me before we started the room. She's like, Luke and Leia are brother and sister? What the? Okay, if you haven't seen any Star Wars, why is that funny? Why would you make a joke at that expense? Which tells me they have seen it and they don't like it. That's what that line right there tells me. She didn't watch it enough to know that Luke and Leia were sisters. She watched it enough to know that she didn't like it. I was like, oh, they're brother and sister? Haha, what the? Yeah, how about I to you? You are right about that, brother. Yep, absolutely. I have seen that too. That is, it's sad and funny all at the same time. uh, let's continue. For Headland, writers unfamiliar with Star Wars were only a plus. It was so great because I would really love to know from someone who's not fully immersed in this fandom, what do you think about the pitch we just made? And that's good to get an outside view of somebody who doesn't know, but not having them on the team. Because, like I said, that last line of that previous paragraph tells me that they are familiar with it enough to know they don't like it. Which I figured the Acolyte was going to be a dumpster fire just like the High Republic was. I can't even talk. And that's just my opinion. If you like it, if you're looking forward to this show, if you like this director, or yeah, if you like everybody coming up with this stuff, hey man, more power to you. I am happy that you found something that you like in Star Wars. That's what it's all about. I don't hate anybody or down talk anybody who likes the new stuff coming out. I in fact want to have a panel of fans on my channel, fans of the sequel trilogy, because I want to know. I really want to know what you love about them. And perhaps it might change my mind. I don't know. And that's why I want to have the panel. That's why I want to talk to people about it. I don't hate anybody that loves the sequels. That's great. I am happy for you. I'm happy you found something you love. But I'm not going to watch it. I've tried. I have tried several times. And I can't. I just can't. I own them. I bought them. And on that note, Solo got a bad rap because of The Last Jedi. And everybody knows that. Oh, excuse me. I got the burps. The roast was good, though. Maybe a drink will help. Oh, that's good. And also wet my whistle. But no, back to that. I really want to talk to people who love the sequel trilogy because I can't understand how somebody could, but then again, I'm not a younger generation. I'm an older generation, but I want to understand that. I want to talk to them and try and understand what they love about it and their viewpoints. And there was one thing I was looking extraordinarily forward to other than seeing Han, Luke, and Leia again. It was Finn and his arc to go from a stormtrooper to a Jedi. All the promos for The Force Awakens pointed to that. He was a stormtrooper on his way to become a Jedi. That would have been epic. That would have been so good. And on a side note, if we start Fan Film Studios Inc., we can make that. It's a fan film. You won't get no money from it, but hey, we can make it. You can't stop, even if it's not broadcast in theaters, we can make it and just broadcast it to each other. Have watch parties. I mean, what could be better than that? I can't think of anything. I love watch parties. They're fun when I can make them. So anyway, I digressed a hell of a lot. Uh, so where was I? Okay. Thinking about how the pitch we just made. So while she did her due diligence and did a lot of background work and research, which is the same thing as due diligence, at the same time, she was somebody that we could kind of talk to and say, okay, so if we take all the kinds of signifiers out of it, and this is Star Wars version of X, what does it mean to you? I'm almost confused by that statement. Or that question, rather. If you're going to make a a Star Wars version of somebody, why would you ask somebody who has no knowledge of Star Wars? You wouldn't. Makes no sense. And again, look at what we're talking about. Oh, okay. There's no official release date yet, but it will appear on Disney Plus. And I'm just not looking forward to that. Ah, my friends. What is up, Brandon? Hello, my friend. I just went off on a rant without cussing once. Oh, really? How about now? Oh, cool. I've been home for a while. I'm having a nice beverage. It's got vodka. I'm getting in touch with my inner Russian. Well, hell, that was all I was wanting to talk about. Y'all got anything? Oh no, you had Indian food. Oh man. You gave up on the Indian food or vodka or Star Wars? Man, that's a blanket statement. I don't know. Oh, hell. Oh, yes. Wait, let me put that first. Love it. Alcohol. Yes. Just mighty good. My allergies are bad, so it really helps. Oh. Whoops. What was that? Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you, man. I had Indian food once. Oh. Oh, no. That ended badly. And I swore never again would I do that. Oh, dude, you're going to start your own stream? Sweet. It's good for a headache. Yeah. Montezuma. I say that when I have problems speaking. I'll just turn and go Montezuma, Montezuma, Montezuma. And it gets my talker back in check. So you have been convinced to do it. Sweet. Good deal, man. Good deal. When? When are you going to do it? How are you like getting it? Oh, hell yeah. Sweet. Mountain Time. Mountain was a good band. They had Mississippi Queen. Yeah, buddy. I hear you. Yeah, that's kind of when I'm doing stuff. I was gonna do this yesterday, but man, my computer just took a crap and I lost half my stuff. So I had to basically reboot. Dude, hell yeah. Hey, I wonder, can you simultaneously stream? Like, if I'm on your channel and you're on my channel, can we do that at the same time? Dude, I bet if we could figure out how to do that, that'd be sweet. Oh, yes. You can even say that on my channel. Because I say, this is not for children. So you can say poop, caca, doo doo. What are you doing right now? You're just chilling? Well, here, y'all come on in. I'd rather hear you that way I can feel like I'm going nuts here. Ah, God. These new headphones my wife got me. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was loud.
Hey there.
Oh, man.
Howdy ho!
Howdy, howdy.
There we go.
Oh, yes. Well, how's Eddie doing on this about midnight for you, I believe?
Yeah, 1:15 in the morning. So I'm doing great.
I can't do the late night stuff like that anymore. It's too hard.
It is.
Yeah. You never know what you can do in your older age.
Well, yeah, that's true. If I do more of this, oh man, I can do anything.
So what did you rant about, or do I need to rewind it and watch it a little bit later?
Oh no, I can tell you. I talked about Indy or Harrison Ford getting hurt.
Yep.
Talked about the new Black Snow White, who, in the article I just looked up on Deadline, they changed her picture.
Or they did.
From her being black with cornrows to an actual black and white photo that makes her look white. I know, I'm not shitting, man. I was just like, what the... I was just like, man, I wanted to cuss so bad.
Yeah, well...
All you can say is bless them.
Well,
yeah, it's about the only thing you can do.
Yeah, down in Texas. Yeah, that's how we insult you. Oh, bless your heart.
Oh, bless your big, gigantic heart there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, see, I'm kind of in a tough position on that. Most everybody that I know has taken the position of, Disney, you're screwing up. There are a few of them that have taken the position that if this is an adaptation and not a straight-up retelling, then you can get away with that a little easier because Snow White's been adapted in other cultures and stuff like that.
Right.
So, and for me, I'm trying to toe the careful line because I can see both. If they're going to try to adapt what's already been done by Disney in the animation, then no, they failed. That's a straight up failure. Don't have to go any further. It's a failure. If they're adapting it and doing something slightly different with it, then yes. Then it's more okay to do that, and then you can make whatever type of changes that you need to. But supposedly, this gal, her part of her heritage is from I think Eastern European. So she's half Eastern European, half Colombian. I think. So
Sweet.
she happens to be a lot like my daughter, have more of the olive skin. Although, as I said, my ex is as brown as it gets, as far as being from South America.
Right.
And when my daughter was born, the nurses had looked at her like, "Are you sure this came out of you?" So something just doesn't quite look right. So she's got closer to my complexion. But it's an even funnier thing. Her mother decided, in her infinite wisdom, to have her DNA done to see what how she mixed. She's 35% Irish. That's the
Nice.
predominant, which is unusual because normally when you're doing the mixing like that, it's normally the other that's a little more predominant.
Yeah.
I did not know that I had any Irish in my blood until I talked to my biological grandma on my biological father's side. Her grandmother is direct, old school, wrap your knuckles Irish Catholic that came
Ooh.
here. She, as she put it, she was a mean old bitch. She was so hard. But now that I know that, it's like, okay, that makes sense. Because I know that most of my heritage is either Germanic, Welsh, English, all those things, going back about 4 or 5 generations. But I never knew the Irish part. And then, she's got her mother's El Salvadoran, and then, the rest of my genetic background and all that. So it was an interesting thing. But yeah, she's definitely a lot lighter skinned than most.
So you must have done the what you call it, the identity test.
Yeah, I think she did 23andMe. I think I won't do it because I don't like the idea of them having a full map of my genetic code. My trust in private companies like that and or government entities precludes me from doing something like that.
Oh, dude, I'm with you.
So,
I won't do it either. But,
so I wasn't happy that she did it, but it's nice to know her. It's an interesting thing to see how that all shaped up for what she actually is.
yeah.
Maybe down the line, you would take an interest in them. I mean, I know like an awful lot of people like have done it, especially over here lately.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
I'm not necessarily against the idea. It would be nice to see just how much of it came through from either my dad's side or from my mother's side. Because my mother's side, my grandfather, his grandfather was the one that came over from Prussia. They left when all that shit was going down before before the full reforming of Germany. They were his grandfather was, if I remember correctly, he was in the Prussian army, and they were about to go and do some of those late 1800 battles, and he said nope and got out.
Don't blame
But
him.
no,
they came.
I done one of those family tree things like that. I don't like as it turns out, I was I was not only I came from Scottish heritage, and like of course I'm 100% Irish, but I mean at the same time, like that, like when you look at the family tree,
Mhm.
you got like the earliest known would be a Higginbottom, and then like which is of course from the Scottish heritage.
Okay.
So I mean, who knows what the like as you go up, like the family tree, like what there actually would be,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my aunt did the whole family tree thing and the ancestry.com and all that crap, and found out that the three biggest parts of my bloodline are Scottish, Irish, and German. And that is why I love to drink.
Yep.
And I'm, like I said, I've turned into a Russian
And
here.
a bit of Russian as well.
I love my vodka.
Yeah. Unfortunately, alcoholism runs in my family, so I said no to that a long time ago, and I'm okay with it.
I'm on the German beer.
Oh, that dark shit?
Heineken.
Oh,
Ah.
yikes.
Now the stuff you've got over there, Eddie, is much better than what is typically allowed to be made here. So.
Oh yes, it's pure rocket fuel, shall we say?
Oh, hell yeah.
We Irish, we love to drink, as you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. No, I
So
was also talking about an idea I had for like it's ambitious and really unrealistic and kind of naive, but at the same time, every fan out there who's tired of the Hollywood crap that's going on, if every fan of every genre got together and pitched in like $10, we
yeah,
could start our own film company.
Definitely.
that we
Fan
could.
Fan Film Studios.
Well, let me give you some information. Have you heard of the show called The Chosen?
Yes.
Okay. They're completely crowdfunded. 100%. They so far they've crowdfunded up through almost to the end of season 3. And
Wow.
Bryce said, or oh, I can't remember his name. It's like something Dallas or Bryce Dallas. It's not what's her face. That's
It's not
Ron
Travis
Howard's
Howard.
kid, but
Okay.
the guy's last name is Dallas. They've
Oh, okay.
crowdfunded the whole entire thing from scratch, and he has a 7-year arc already in place, start to finish. It's just a matter of getting the funding in place, and then before the COOF, getting everything done. And since the COOF got delayed a bit, but it's working out so far. They've got more than half of their stuff already funded, and first season already done. Second season only got a few episodes left, so.
Yeah.
But it's a great show. It is really, really good, and it's nice to see. It's nice to see somebody take that initiative and show that it can be done. So it's
Oh, yeah,
not
absolutely.
it's not impossible. It has been done. So
Hell yeah.
hopefully a few more of them can do some crowdfunding and get it all together.
Yeah, because I mean, shit, we could remake the sequel trilogy into what the fans agree on, and we don't even have to distribute it. We could
Yeah.
just send it to each other over email.
Exactly.
We go about by the actual OG books,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
because I
Shit,
mean
yeah.
there is content written.
Oh yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
I mean-
I own most of it, so.
Yeah, it's always been there. It's just yeah,
There's no
that
flow
woman.
of information to pull from. Yeah, you're full of shit.
yeah, that woman drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't break my heart if she ends up taking a long walk off a short pier. Let's put it that way. I would not be heartbroken or be throwing roses and wishing
Yeah,
everybody well for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw it back to that scene in Jaws, where you are. He getting the meat and fishing with it to try and catch Jaws.
Now, let's see, where
Yeah.
was it?
I'm glad Spielberg told him to take a hike on that. That could have been so bad if he had given him the okay to bastardize that show.
Yeah.
It would have been a sad day indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me just share this, and I'm sure this is kind of what you were thinking when you're talking about her taking a long walk off a short pier.
Mm-hmm. Going all Thelma and Louise without Louise.
Exactly.
Well,
I love you, Thelma.
as our good friends have pointed out over time, she'll just either be quietly ushered out or given a position with no power that's just ceremonial
Yeah.
and paid to stay quiet and stay the hell away. So I hope that one division can get fixed, because then it means that the rest of them can get fixed. But it's still an uphill battle, considering that it's like a hydra. You just can't cut off the head. You have to deal with the body or the part that feeds the organism before you can actually fully kill it and start over.
Yep, that's
So-
what I was just thinking.
Exactly.
Cut the head
Exactly.
off the snake, but she's already infected so many others.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a zombie.
Yeah, it is like a zombie.
Yeah, you kill patient 0, but you still got to deal with the rest of them that she's already bitten.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, what's their faces at Pixar? They've been a little more wokish, but not to the same extent as the others. So, but then again, they do all their crap in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So that for them that's normal thinking. So they're definitely in that bubble, but they're not. They're not to the same level of stupid, or at least not yet. Marvel's definitely there. Yep. Feige is Kevin Feige? Yeah, Kevin Feige is blowing it there.
Yeah.
But for all they still know, they're succeeding. They're doing exactly what they thought they would do. You know, they've still got their jars full of farts all sealed up, and just every now and then a new show comes out, take a gigantic whiff of that, and they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
Maybe that was the idea when Stan Lee passed away.
yeah,
And
makes
now,
sense because he
and
can't
now
tell them
look,
all.
look what we have. We have wokeness, we have LGBTQ, we have everything. All
Yeah,
over.
everything that's not necessary to tell a good story, or everything that just doesn't need to be shoved in all of our faces all the time.
Yeah, because like I was, God, I can't remember who's. I think it was on Loki's this morning. I made the comment in that chat that in '89 in the Batman, we had a Black Harvey Dent. Nobody gave a shit because they didn't make a big deal.
That's true. Actually,
Nobody thought twice.
Yeah.
I never thought twice. Then again, I wasn't a comic nerd, but it wasn't something. I was like, wait a minute, Lando's up there. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, dude, is he going to crack open a Colt 45 or betray somebody?
I was 10 years of age when I watched that movie.
Yeah, it's too bad they weren't able to dive deeper in that with Tim Burton. Of course, you know, Warner Brothers being Warner Brothers, they're always gonna screw something up, and
It's okay, you can say it. We all know you want to.
I want to, but I need to be better. I need to set a good example.
Well,
or something like
channel,
that.
There's no good example to be had here.
Well,
yeah, I mean, Warner Brothers pretty much didn't like Tim Burton, so
of course they did.
They said, "Okay, yeah, we're going to do Batman 3, but you're not going to direct it. We just want somebody else to do it."
Who did the third one? Was it Donner?
Joel Schumacher.
Okay.
Yeah, Batman Forever.
Yeah, I didn't think Val Kilmer was bad at that, but
he wasn't, and
No.
you know, he got a bad rap because he replaced Michael Keaton.
Yep, that
Well,
he did.
I thought he did a great job. I really did. Like, Val Kilmer was up there, one of the best, you know.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, he wasn't bad. It's too bad he wasn't willing to do the fourth one, but then again, it looks like he lucked out. But it hasn't really killed Clooney's career either.
No.
So
It's I mean, like soon after, he's like George Clooney. He made some great movies like Perfect Storm, and
Yeah,
the list goes on.
Yeah, my wife turned me on to that movie, and I never watched it before. But I was like, holy shit, that was good.
Perfect Storm was a decent movie. It's one of those that you watch once and then it's like, oh, okay, I don't need to watch it again.
Yeah. Have you seen The American? About him being a spy?
No.
That was good.
That was a great movie. Yeah.
That was a great movie.
No, typically if it's rated R, unless it's got somebody really good or it's got the overkill of violence, I don't do it. I typically don't do it. So I have not seen that movie. That's one I haven't seen. So.
Yeah, if you're ever up in late night or something like that, yeah, I'd watch a couple of clips of it here and there, but it's actually really good.
The American, huh?
Yeah.
Give it a try. Check it out. Worst that can happen? I'll turn it off.
Exactly. It's like what you wish everybody else could do. If you don't like what you see, turn it off. Change the channel.
Yeah, well, that's what.
Go outside.
Well,
what's out there?
For the South Park song.
For fart's sake.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Az from Heels versus Babyface got suspended on Twitter.
No way. For what?
Violating a rules against hateful content. Something about Marvel. Oh,
That's why I stay off Twitter.
yeah, I hate. I'm typically very cautious about what I post on there, making sure I don't go talking code. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But to have as banned on there, that's bullshit.
Yeah. You need that clip of him with
You
Logan
know,
saying he wants to punch an old lady in the face.
I was talking to Thrawn while I was talking to yourselves. He was actually mentioning like he was going to release certain content that I have, and he was saying, well, I can do Twitch and then I can do Twitter. So I mean, I'm on Twitter, but I'm not on Twitch. So I mean, for that very reason, what you just mentioned, like because there's so much bad press on it, like there's no way I'm going on Twitter,
Yeah. I don't.
I guess it has something to do with Marvel or comic books or something like that. Just I finally plugged in my old second monitor so I can now actually see see other things without covering up everything. But from what I'm seeing, for a freaking Game of Thrones quote, is what Lady Gravemaster is saying.
Okay, here we go. Hang on. Breaking news. As Heels versus Babyface is banned on Twitter. Film at 11. Yeah, I had this whole shtick I was going to do and have all these little video clips and stuff I was going to load up, but I just didn't. Well,
Yeah.
they're GIFs, so they wouldn't load as video clips, so I have to play them over here on the share screen. It's like, hey, look, Disney bought Star Trek. Look what they just did.
Kablooey.
Yep, blew it up. I want to say, I don't think his account's been suspended before, or has it?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I said, I'm on Twitter, but I'm not on Twitter.
Well, the only reason why I have it is to follow all of you guys. That's it. I have a separate account specifically for following the various political ones, but I don't log into that very often because it's pretty well boring right now.
Yeah.
But I can say I did get an original account suspended permanently. I have done that.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was for
you, sir.
and that was for telling certain people to go do something special with themselves.
Nice. What we all wish we could do.
Yeah, well, I did it, and Twitter was like, no. And I was like, don't care. Just go make another account and call myself something else. I've got plenty of email addresses and spare phone numbers that I can go through the rotation. So.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Yeah.
That is not a problem here.
Yeah. Past that, Twitter is useless.
Yeah.
Although here's what. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Here's what he said about it. Just talk to Az. We're both laughing about how funny the situation is with Twitter. He'll be much happier away from it. Lord knows we all are.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, let me share this guy. And I can share it because I actually have a second screen again. Yay!
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
There we go. All right, let me make this bigger.
Hey, I saw Felix.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just... someone just started a stream, I guess. But here it is right here. Just talk to Az. He'll be much happier away from it. I know I was. I don't even fight with the weirdos on here anymore. Get away from the shit site. Play more video games. That's the one thing I will say. Since I've started doing this, I have meant to sit down and continue playing Mass Effect for 3 weeks, and I haven't done it.
Oh, wow.
I've meant to go and fully mod my installation of Skyrim, and I haven't done it. And that shit takes forever. That takes me at least a solid week with 5-6 hours each day to get it right.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah. The one guide I follow is massive. Just Here, I'll show you the guide that I use, that I like to use for it. It's assuming that they're not updating.
Do I need to close this one out so you can reload it?
No, I can just
Oh, okay.
should be able to just move it. Maybe do that or minimize things. Oh, wait, there we go.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see. Put you back over here. Minimize you. I have been watching that show quite a bit. Enjoyed the crap out of it.
What is it?
Here we go. Maybe. No, really, it won't. There we go.
Oh,
No. Yeah, I guess I'll have to reshare. It's being stupid.
okay.
Things you learn. Things I got to learn about StreamYard.
Well, I didn't know that either until just now. So we're learning together.
Yeah. Okay, so get this one moved over. Open up the site. Go. And reshare the screen. I'll tell it to share audio. No, I won't share audio. There's no audio there. There we go. All right. Dark Lady Lexi's Legacy of the Dragonborn. Basically, with this, the total amount of mods is over 600. And the system that her and her group are using, I've got a better processor, although not as fast.
Is that 4 gig?
Yeah, she's running her i5 10600 at 4.8,
Shoot.
32 gigs of RAM, which is what I've got. She's running a 1080 Ti. I've got a 2070, so not as much VRAM. But on the prior install that I did before I got my new main board, it would use all 8 gigs of the video RAM.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's massive. But let me just start. There's 4 pages to it, but each page has. Well, on the right side here, they have all the different things. So all the base textures, the essential SKSE plugins, the unofficial patches, you name it, it's got it, and it's a long list. And then once you have it all installed, you then have to do some plugin merging to help cut down the number of plugins, because just by itself, even with doing the ESL type plugins, it's about 200 plugins over what Skyrim can do.
Oh wow.
So you have to do a bunch of merging, a bunch of cutting down. So all of these get put into this, and there's about 20 different plugin merges that you have to do.
That's a lot of consolidating.
That is, it's an insane amount.
Holy crap, man.
Damn.
And then you still have to go through and do some back-end texture optimization, some LOD patches and other things.
Yikes.
But yeah, they do.
Oh, hell no.
I'm with you, Eddie.
Well, as I said, I've done it once. It took me about 3 weeks to do, and during that time they updated it twice. So I had to take some stuff out, put some stuff in, update it. Once you have it pretty well done, don't mess with it again. They update their thing every once in a while, changing out some texture packs, putting some other stuff in. Some stuff that's no longer available gets replaced with other things, or newer versions of things come out. Like they finally have a good dual sheath for the back, because the standard dual wielding, the way the animations work and where the weapon placement is crap. It's terrible. It's always been terrible. For the original one, they had dual wielding redone or redo, where it would work with the skeleton reanimator and the weapons packages to put the weapons either on your sides and your hands actually go to the right places, and you do the pullout, or from the back, from the small of your back. So if you were a rogue and you ran with twin knives, you could actually put them on the back and it would animate from the back. So when you pulled it out, it wouldn't be like, oh, here's my one weapon, oh, here's the other one, just all magically popping up out of nowhere. But yeah, it takes forever to do. But I can say the results of it, So good.
Oh, I bet. Man, after that much work, if there's no payoff to it, it's like, man, F you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. That I said it's very time consuming, so it's one of those things that you need to do when everybody's away and you literally have nothing else better to do.
Right.
Because then once you're done, before I switched main boards, I was about 50 hours into the campaign and I was only at level 40.
Damn.
Yeah. The restructuring, all the restructuring you can do. There were some extra quests that were added to some of the better ones. I've gone through about 5 of them. I've completed all them, but I haven't completed the main game.
Oh, wow.
And then when you throw in all the modding hours that I've spent with it, I've probably spent about 1,000 hours with that game, and about 700 of it was not playing the game. But I've learned quite a bit of how the creation engine works. It's actually rather ingenious, if it wasn't so damn buggy.
Yeah. No.
So hopefully
Yeah.
hopefully the new creation engine that Bethesda's come up with for Starfield and for Elder Scrolls 6, can still have the modability but not be so buggy.
Yeah.
But I don't hold out hope. It's Bethesda, which is now Microsoft, and legendary for stupid bugs.
Yeah, especially the man who created Microsoft, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you said
Yeah, especially the people that want to they want to speed runner, and that's what speedrunners love. Like they love
They love bugs because then
game.
they can exploit it and get through a game in an amount of time that should be impossible to do.
Yeah,
like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I saw that a couple years ago. Watched a speed run of that, and it's like, no way you could do it in that little amount of time. And I sat there and watched, and I was like, oh wow, you can. I was like, where's the fun in that?
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's fun figuring out all the glitches and the cheats
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but the fun is in playing the game.
Yeah. Speed running,
Through the story and the journey, that's
it should
It's like
be.
Link to the
Yeah.
Past and Ocarina of Time are tied for my favorite Zelda game.
Yep.
And I was actually thinking about starting to stream play one of those here soon.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, if you've got the OG hardware and can sync it up, that's great. If not, nothing wrong with emulating.
Yeah, I was about to say I've got emulators. The
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
N64 emulator is glitchy, but it works.
Yeah.
The SNES emulator is beautiful. That thing works.
Yeah. That one's been.
You ever tried
that one's been good.
Blue Stacks?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Blue Stacks?
Oh no! It's a S9EX. That's the one that I've used. It's not on this computer because I just bought this computer a few months ago, and I haven't put it on there yet. But I was thinking about it.
Blue Stacks run on real smooth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like it's the most popular emulator out there.
I like the RetroArch front end because it makes it look all PlayStation-y. But
Hell, Darthelina.
hey there.
Hey, here's the link. Come on in. Join us. We're just all sitting around BSing. We're trash talking Microsoft.
Yeah.
Well, it's so easy to do. I mean, they literally just open it up for themselves. Although it's much more fun to trash talk Apple
Yeah.
because
Then
they're
again,
Because you can take a chunk out of them.
I had, about 15 years ago, I found an Apple II at a garage sale, and that thing was
Ooh.
ancient. I mean, it was just dog dirty ancient. Plugged it in, and it still worked. And it
That's
was
back from a time when it had to.
It had like 100 megahertz processor, and I had, God, I want to say a 733 megahertz processor on a newer computer at that time, and that Apple blew it out of the water. Completely stomped it. It was crazy.
That was one thing Apple was always really good at was optimization and low-level hardware utilization being very, very light on the CPU. They were always really good at that. And even, you go back into their old RISC days, the 68,000 Motorola's, or even the early PowerPC stuff. Yeah, they're fun computers, and if you know how to program for them, they were a lot of fun, and especially the old stuff from the early 80s before they went to the Mac OS. That stuff was designed to last forever because they didn't know how long it would take to actually get newer things going.
Yeah, their media was just light years above everybody else.
Yeah, they did a lot of things right. One system that I wish would have kept going was Amiga, because that was another one of those unique systems that there are certain things that they could do that nobody could do, not even Apple.
Or the Bad
No.
Batch.
Hmm?
Or the Bad Batch.
Or the Bad Batch.
Hi, Darthelina.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
What was that?
That wasn't me.
Somebody just drop a glass or somebody backing up?
Say, Darthelina, you're muted. Oh, we got drop out.
Hello.
What a
Oh,
piss
we
of
lost
shit.
it.
Nah. I hate that. That's why I don't like using my mobile for this, and I absolutely will not use any computer on a Wi-Fi network if I'm doing this. Not a chance.
And that's funny. Well, I just upgraded my internet. My electric company a few months ago started offering fiber internet for like $100 a month.
Nice.
It's 1 gigahertz. And I was paying $75 a month for 15 megs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, $25 for a gig? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh
it's
yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Oh hell yeah. You got to have for the internet, for it to really fulfill the promise of the internet from years ago. A gig speed is pretty much a minimum.
Yeah.
That's as fast as most wired networks that are in the home or even in some businesses. They finally have started moving up to either a 2.5 gig, a 5, or a 10 gig wired connection, which if you're doing massive amounts of data transfer or video editing, Linus Tech Tips, that they've bumped to that. But for us plebes, yeah, a gig internet makes a huge difference in everything.
Oh yeah.
Massive
it has.
difference.
It has.
Welcome. Hello.
Well, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
We
ma'am,
can
we
hear you.
Welcome.
Yeah, hi there.
All right. My connection is horrible. I don't know what is going on, but this connection is.
That's no fun. Yeah. If your wireless connectivity can just be so finicky, even though they say it's not supposed to be, it is.
Yeah. That's what they say,
Yeah.
but it is not true.
Yeah. So then I say this is the first time I've met you. I want to say hello to you, and yeah, we've just been pretty much just shooting the shit, talking about miscellaneous things, and
I had a rant earlier. That was fun.
yeah, Daryl ranted for a bit. So,
But it is
Well, it's nice to meet you as well.
well, thank you.
Pleased to meet you, Arlena.
I don't know how long I'm going to be able to be on, so because this is it's kind of delayed, and yeah, I can't hear you guys too well. I can hear you, but not terribly well. So I'm probably going to have to get a better setup.
How about now?
Well, let's put it this way. When I first started hanging out with Coach and Echo Base and started doing, the member live stream stuff, yeah, I was using my Logitech headset with the mic on it. For wireless, it's good enough for gaming, but I did not like the way I sounded at all. I thought I sounded very harsh and kind of scratchy. But then that's the nature of a wireless mic. So I actually did drop the money for a JLab Audio or a J. What did I get? Well, anyways, professional level type mic that I fortunately was able to find for only $150. Massive difference, or at least I think it's a massive difference.
Well, you sound good.
Well, thank you. I hate the way I sound. I really do. I've never, anytime I've ever been recorded since I was a kid, I've always hated the way I sound. But if you think I sound good, I will take it.
Dude, I'm with you. I can
All
stand
right.
the sound of my own voice.
Yeah.
And I used to sing for a living.
Well,
Oh no.
I like to sing. I'm just not very good at it. And actually, I'm supposed to be doing karaoke this Friday with Paulie at the Latino Slant. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I subscribe to his channel. I like his takes. Mexican Iron Man really likes him. They're buds. You know, he moved away from California. Paulie's still there because he's adjacent to the business, in the business. Romy's in the business. It's not something easy for them to move away. And that's one of those tough things because I've only been to California twice. I don't like it. I did not enjoy my time there both times. Whereas in Texas, oh yeah. But then again, part of my
You
family's
know,
from
brother.
Texas. And then
Oh.
Florida. Been to Florida twice. I thought
Yeah, I was
everybody was there.
I was stationed in California.
Oh.
Wow.
Do I dare ask how long ago?
I hated it.
Yeah, it's
Late 90s, early 2000s.
so before it really took its
It was still
massive-
horrible back then.
Yeah. Let's see. I was there in
Oh, it was
99.
still bad back then.
Still bad. Yeah. Well, my dad was in the Air Force back in the 60s, and he was stationed there for a little bit, and yeah, it was a nice place, but it's the way it's been ran for 30, 40 plus years. It's taken its toll, and the person that they have in charge now, no way, not a chance that I would go back there,
Mhm.
not even to visit. No way. Because for one, I can't carry. That ain't happening. So,
I don't blame you there, man.
Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps.
okay.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, it was my pleasure. I loved every minute of it.
Well, that's good. I don't know how anybody could stand to be in there now with who's in there, but if they can tolerate it, more power to them.
Well, I look at people like that who can tolerate that guy, or like the people who like the sequel trilogy.
Raylos.
Yeah, well, I mean, I put a call out earlier because I really want to talk to those people. I want to try and understand. And I was wanting to have a panel on my channel. I was reporting into it, and we're here. But, yeah, I just want to talk to them and get their viewpoints, get their take on everything, because it might enlighten me to something I hadn't thought of.
It might, or it just might want to make you duct tape your head to prevent it from exploding.
Or refill my glass.
Yeah, or to make you drink. Ooh. See, that's another character that had a ton of potential that they just completely upon.
It was either
Just
that or Ray. So I had no choice.
It still amazes me how obsessed certain people are with shipping Kylo Ren and Rey to the point of trying to make it happen in real life.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was watching
My goodness.
Midnight's Edge earlier. Were you there? And they
No,
played the
no, I
radio
wasn't
clip.
on Midnight's Edge earlier. No.
It was God, it's what 2 or 3 o'clock, something like that, Central. And yeah, they played the Raylo clip of them in the theaters, and then when them two kissed at the end, they were like going nuts, losing their minds, and all hooting and hollering, "Yay, yay, yes!" And then he dies, and they're like, "No, no, no!" And then the end, she says, Ray Skywalker, and they start booing and saying, "This is bullshit," or not, "This is bullshit." But somebody in the back, they were just like, "No, no," and then you hear somebody in the back go, "I fucking hate Star Wars." Oh my God, it was just like, I don't know, it was funny as hell to me.
And they're the ones that they wanted to bring into the fold, and they twisted and turned that much that quick.
Oh, they
Oh.
turned on that quick.
It's like Walter. Fucking no.
Oh yeah.
It was great. It was great.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off of here. I'm gonna actually try to see if my computer will work any better. I'll
Okay.
hop back on. If not, then I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay.
Will do.
Sounds good. Yeah, good luck with that.
Hell yeah, man.
Yep.
We will be here. That'll give me time to go get a drink real quick. So I will be right back.
Oh, now I guess I need to get the Star Wars elevator music from Family Guy to play while you're on a break. Ding, 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 ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
You get HK or something in there.
Yeah. Yeah, get some HK quotes going. Statement. Master, why did you have to go away and leave me with these meat bags? Query. Can I hurt them now, Master, please?
Sure.
Oh, HK-47's a good one. That's a real good one.
Bless his heart if he has one.
Well, he keeps, his masters keep ending up dying on him, so he has to shut down. And of course, somebody else comes along and reactivates him.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on over there? Oh, lots of fun stuff.
Yeah. I'm actually trying a few different things. As you probably saw it on my channel. So
Yeah.
Showing you guys around and bringing you into me world a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen a few of the videos. Definitely not something I get to see every day as far as, England or that, because, excuse me, as much as I would have liked to have traveled the world, with the way things have gone with the coup, I doubt I'll ever be able to leave the States.
Yeah.
Which is, it's sad, but it's the reality that I've accepted.
I understand. My picture is the reality I've accepted. This is my partner. My partner of this channel, the Angry Snow Trooper.
White power.
The angriest snow trooper.
Yep, he is the Angry Snow Trooper and has yet to make his debut, but when he does, I'm hoping it'll be epic.
And a full blown racist.
If not, I'm going to need a lot more of this.
Oh,
I
Lord.
never thought mango and vodka would go so good together.
Yeah.
They do.
Well,
about
it's-
anything in vodka goes good together. So
It's cran mango and strawberry banana vodka.
Nice.
Oh, it's very tasty.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey,
course
one
my-
person's here.
all right. Of course, my dog decides to start barking.
I can't
Although
hear
my
it.
no good. Well, the wife she had a few things she had to do when she was heading over to her gal pal's house, and they were going to do a few things. So got the evening to myself.
Shoot, yeah. Man.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I got like, I don't know, 20, 30 more minutes.
Nice. So yeah, with my channel, once I finally decide to get it going, I'm thinking 3 nights a week, maybe Saturdays, and I'm thinking of each day having a specific thing or tied to a specific genre type thing to talk about. So probably one of them would be an anime day, another one would be American sci-fi pop culture, maybe like a Star Wars or a Star Trek day, alternate between them. And I've been warned against it, but my natural inclination as far as what I like to talk about and what I can talk about for forever is politics. And I know that that's a touchy subject for some, but I still feel that I need to find a way to combat the wokeness from that aspect along with the pop culture aspect, and maybe find a way to intertwine them in one episode.
Hell, maybe you can do a Doomcock and just go on full mask and anonymous and do the political thing.
Yeah. Well, I do have another channel that I could do that with. So
Do a Brandon Cock or something.
Broomcock.
Yeah. Yeah, I said the other night in that chat, I was like, yeah, I talked to, was it Broomcock, and about his grandfather, Poppycock.
Coach has got he's got a good sense of humor.
He
But
does.
from what it sounds like, the wife runs the house, which is how it is.
Wives do.
Yes, that the way it's supposed to be, or the way it's set up. We bring in the money, the wife runs the house.
Yep.
And even if you both work, the wife runs the house. It's her
Amen,
house.
brother.
I maybe have a room, but that's all I get.
Yep. Yeah, and my room's like god awful right now. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to set it up.
Like,
Well, I mean, I've got my setup here in the corner. I got the air conditioner next to me. To my right, about 3 feet away, is a full drum kit. Then I got my
Nice.
guitars lined up. My hangers started falling off the wall, so I hung Yoda there, or Grogu. Little air freshener my daughter got me for Father's Day. And,
Here, Daddy, your room don't smell so good. Fix it up.
well, the funny thing is, she's 24.
No.
And, well, it's my stepdaughter.
No, okay.
Yeah, she's 24, and she bought that for me, and it smells like leather.
Like
thought-
leather?
Leather. That's an odd smell, but I put it in here, and it smells just like a damn boot store. I love the smell of boot stores. You walk in there, you get that smell of leather hit you, and just like, it's clean.
A Western boot store?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got one about 10 minutes away from me.
Yeah. I've got one about 10 from me, and yeah, they've got the hats, the boots, and the Wrangler jeans.
Yep. Absolutely.
Unfortunately, Wrangler's about the only thing that fit me worth a damn. I need to go get some. I haven't had any for a long time, but I used to have a very nice set of Levi's with the boot cut. And I absolutely adored them. But never had boots.
Hell, I've had boots pretty much all my life. I mean, I'm Texan, so it's kind of
Well, yeah,
you're born with them, so
yeah. It's like a prerequisite. Gotta have. You're in Texas, boy. You gotta have the boots.
yep.
Dang it, Bobby!
God damn it.
It ain't even noon yet, and that boy ain't right.
Yeah. Well, when I was a teenager and Levi's were really popular, I tried the boots, and man, they did not work. And I found that the 501s, the button fly 501s, were the best thing for me.
I just wish they weren't so damn expensive.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have any now. I just have Wrangler boot cuts now.
Yeah.
$20 a pop, boom.
No, with as quickly as they wear out, there's no sense in spending $60 to $80 on a Levi brand if they're really. Well, they might be a little better, but not that much better. Not when you can get a whole week's worth of Levi's for the price of one Levi.
Oh, yeah. And then the wife would be like, I'm getting some jeans. Okay. $100 later for one pair. Well, they're Miss Me jeans. I don't care. I'm missing that $100.
You know how much cool crap I could have bought for $100, even
It's
with
like-
today's hyperinflation? Holy cow, woman!
I could get 5 pairs of jeans for that one. And
Yeah.
it does not make sense to me. But, I mean, her daughter, good Lord, that girl spends the money on clothes. She don't buy anything cheap. It's all expensive stuff.
Unfortunate. My daughter so far, she still does pretty good with the bargain bins, so still good, still doing good there. But
Well,
Ugh.
I mean, she was raised on bargain bin stuff, and she had no problem with it. But now that she's got a job and she's making money, she treats herself.
no, that's what
Yeah.
you like to do. Or we'd argue.
She's 24 and she's on the verge of becoming a bank manager.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, she'll be
That
pulling in
good.
pretty good.
she's almost making what I make, and I've been with my job for 17 years. I'm like, well, that ain't right.
Well, I tell you, it's not. It ain't even in noon yet, and that boy ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the hell?
Damn it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby! What the hell are these toilet sounds?
Dangle, dangle, dangle. I couldn't.
Neil Boomhauer there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that show was great.
Yes. See, that's something that's missing from the current American animated standard. You know, Family Guy's gone off the crap end. American Dad went off the crap end. But everything else that Fox has had McFarlane do or similar style, they're just crap. None of it is anywhere near as good as either old Family Guy or any of the King of the Hill.
Yeah.
None of it is anywhere near as good.
Yeah, I love my favorite part of King of the Hill was his niece Luann, because she was named after the Luann Plowder from Luby's Cafeteria, which was a Texas thing. They're all gone now. Unfortunately, they're all gone. But it's like, a cafeteria place. You can just go there and just get some cafeteria food and just sit down and eat. It was actually good.
I don't recall ever having a place like that. Other than
Yeah,
the hospital, but
Yeah.
their food's always shit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this was like if you took the cafeteria out of a hospital and put it in a building of its own. That's
Wow.
pretty much what it was, but it was good.
wow.
We had that, Luby's and White's Cafeteria. Both of them were really good. I mean, Luby's was better, and it lasted a lot longer. I think the last Luby's around here closed 5 years ago.
Amazing how things change.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we used to have a lot of good places to eat around here, and now all these places are coming in. And it's like, oh, yeah, we got good food and blah, blah, blah. It's like, man, all this food is overpriced and crap.
What part of Texas, if you mind me asking?
Just south of Fort Worth.
Okay. All right. My brother actually used to live in Dallas. He worked out of what's the airport? There's DFW and then there's the other one.
Love Field.
Yeah, he used to work out of Love Field as one of their emergency management coordinators
Oh, wow.
for about a year. And yeah, he took me to a place in Dallas for some barbecue that'd been there forever. Excellent stuff. But my grandma used to live down in the Austin area. When I was there about 11 years ago, we went to the Salt Lick, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A little spendy, but
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah,
There's
it is. People who visit Texas love Austin, and people who are from Texas hate Austin.
Yeah. Well,
It's
Yeah.
just the way it goes.
Austin back then was
Same
I
here.
didn't-
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Austin back then, it was still a little more left leaning, but it hadn't gone off the loony bill yet.
Yeah.
Whereas now, they got out of Austin, they moved over to Tyler.
Oh, that's the way to go right there. They got the
Yeah.
best catfish too.
Yeah. Tyler was nice and green. I was there back in 18, and yeah, I really liked it. If I was going to go anywhere in Texas, it would be to Tyler.
Oh yeah, it's great. They're
Yeah.
big, but they still have the small town feel.
Yeah, well, Tyler was about the same size as my town here. My city, when the university's at full capacity, is about 65, 70 grand. 70,000 people. Then we have an adjacent city that's about 12, and then we have another city in between us and another city that's about the same size that constitutes the east side of Idaho. But yeah, Tyler, Texas, I really liked. It was nice and green. It had some rain. It was humid as hell, but
Yeah, that's the way it is here in this region.
exactly. It's just something you got to deal with. But
Unless the dry line comes in from the west and dries everything out to a burnt crisp, we stay at about 70% humidity year round.
yeah,
My town has only got like 5,000 people in it. I love it.
nice.
I love it. Man, I'm so excited too. We're finally getting a Panda Express. So
Getting a
I don't-
Panda Express.
Yeah.
Well,
very few places here to eat.
let me
Otherwise,
put
you
it this way. It's okay. The orange chicken and that and the teriyaki chicken are about the only thing. Everything else,
Yes.
they like to take classic dishes and then add a crappy vegetable to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that kills me. Plus, the size for their $5 orange chicken is maybe about a handful. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
little too expensive for my taste.
Yeah, I don't care. I love their teriyaki chicken and fried rice, and I no longer have to go to a different town.
No, that's true. If you get a hunkering for Chinese, you can do that.
Well, the next town up is Burleson, and it's directly south of Fort Worth, and that place is like a nightmare to go through.
Oh man,
It's just so overcrowded. It's ridiculous. I hate driving through that town. I was raised in that town, and I hate it. I lived, God, let's see,
Yeah.
lived there when I was 6. Left there when I was 22. So I lived in that town for 16 years of my youth. And then
Wow.
I moved to this town when I was 22, and I've been here ever since. And I'll be 50 next month.
No, an early happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm trying
Happy
Try-
Easter from me.
trying to remember where he lived at. Wasn't in Denton. It wasn't as far as McKinney.
Louisville,
I don't think it was.
it's very popular. There's Louisville, the Colony, Highland Park. Golly, there's so.
I think
many
I'd remember because it
subdivisions.
wasn't that long ago, but
I know.
No,
for a
I
fact
don't.
You did not live in Oak Cliff.
That's the bad neighborhood.
But yeah, when I was there, went to Tyler, dropped down to Waco, went to Magnolia. That was a lot of fun. They have done a
Waco's nice.
lot for that city. A lot.
Yeah,
And
Waco
then-
used to be a blank town. You didn't really stop there because there was like two restaurants and they both sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, Waco. From what I understand, Waco's they're finally getting the growth that everybody else had. They were pretty well behind everybody for a long time.
Yeah, God, I haven't been to Waco in years.
I said I liked it. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot different than it was.
Say,
But yeah.
last I went through was, oh God, 1995 was the last time I went through Waco.
Was that before or after El Reno went crazy there?
It was during.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was the summer. We were on our way through going to Galveston, so.
Oh yeah. When we went there, we flew in, we bought a van there, and then we decided to come back home with the van. So stayed with my brother a few days, went to Tyler, stayed with my grandma for a few days, went down to Waco, and then we booked it on up to Amarillo. Oh, further west you went, yeah, Western Texas just wasn't my thing.
Yeah, most of it's barren.
Mm-hmm. Extremely barren.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We
if you're
d-
driving from San Angelo going down to, God, towards Laredo, but not all the way there. Sonora is north of Laredo, about 100 miles. But in between those two towns, there ain't nothing.
Yeah,
There's roads and tumbleweeds. That's it.
yeah, it was extremely barren. Then from there we booked it on through New Mexico on into Flagstaff, and then went up into Grand Canyon and up into Utah and back up in.
Oh, yeah.
That was a hell of a long drive, that's for
bet.
sure.
I bet. God, what was that, 2-3 days?
3 days.
Golly.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was pretty. At least some of it was pretty. Until you got into the desert.
Yeah.
Then there was certain parts of it that were like, are we ever going to get out? There's no cell signal. Even back then, no cell signal
Yep.
in a lot of those places. And it's just, Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fun parts. Oh man. Golly, it's already 8:20.
Yep, that it is. Or
Holy crap.
it is for you.
Yeah, it is for me. It's 7:20 for you.
Yep. Well,
And it's what? Almost 2:30 in the morning for you, sir.
Use 20.
Well, Darth Arlena, I am sorry you couldn't make it back on, but I'm about to shut this down because I'm sure these guys got other things to do than hang out with me. So, God, we've almost gone an hour and 45 minutes. That's crazy. It's like the longest stream ever.
time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And just, dude, let me know when you get yours up and running. I'll be there.
Absolutely. I will do that. All right, Daryl.
Yeah. All right.
See
Well,
ya.
thank you all for
Eddie.
coming on. I appreciate it. Eddie,
Take it easy, guys.
Yep,
Y'all-
you do the same. We'll see you
All right.
later.
take care.